If you're an introvert, you are in good company. Even though it often feels like we're the odd ones out, introverts actually make up a significant portion of the population. We are often misunderstood or undervalued in a world that seemingly favors extroverts, but being an introvert does not mean that you're shy or socially awkward. It simply means that you get your energy from solitude and quiet reflection rather than external stimuli and social interactions. In this video, we'll explore the unique strengths and challenges of being an introvert and how you can thrive in an extroverted world. So whether you're an introvert or an ally, this video is for you. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, embrace your strengths. As an introvert, you bring a unique perspective and set of skills to the table. Don't try to change who you are, rather embrace your strengths and find ways to use them to your advantage. Personally, I have a lot of extroverted friends. I actually prefer to be surrounded by extroverts in some cases because they're so good at keeping the conversation going with little effort from me, and we often complement one another really well. I learn a ton from them when it comes to verbal communication and how carrying yourself with a certain level of confidence and energy can make you magnetic. I also notice they become better listeners when they're around me versus someone who shares their outgoing nature. A lot of people ask me, how do I work in sales as an introvert? But I believe it's actually one of my biggest advantages and one of the reasons I found success in this profession. My personality is an immediate pattern interrupt for my prospects and customers, and I can tell they appreciate that I prefer to listen more than I do to speak. This often leads to very genuine conversations where I'm able to build a different style of respect and rapport. And I found that people both in my professional and personal lives appreciate a unique insight and approach to discussions. Tip number 2, find balance. It's important to find a balance between socializing and solitude. It's okay to take time for yourself and recharge, but it's also important to make connections and build relationships with others. This is the area that I struggle the most. Because I'm an introvert working in an extroverted dominant profession, I find myself shying away from almost all other social interactions outside of work. While alone time is important, I can often take it to an extreme. I found the hardest part is just committing to social plans and getting there. Once I am there, I almost always have a great time and I'm glad I went. If you're like me, my advice would be to start small. You don't need to go to a crowded club every weekend. Maybe make it a goal that 2 weekends a month you'll go to dinner with a few friends or attend a networking event. Even for those who are extremely introverted, social interactions in the right setting can often provide just as much refreshment as a solo night at home. Tip number 3, set boundaries. It's okay to say no to social invitations if you need to. It's important to prioritize your own well-being and make sure that you have the time to recharge. I think this is really predicated on having the right set of supportive friends. I've been very lucky in that both my extroverted and introverted friends are very understanding and don't take it personally when I tell them that I'm not interested in going out. It's also helped me create common ground with so many different types of people. I have a wide range of interests, so it's very unlikely I can't find at least one activity I want to spend time with someone on. I may not go out with you at 10 p.m. for drinks, but I'm glad to meet you the next morning for coffee and hear all about it. You're gonna have a hard time getting me to spend the weekend away from my family, but count me in for a few hours at the shooting range. I think the best thing we can do as introverts is just be open-minded and willing to try new things when time permits. And finally, tip number 4, practice self-care. Taking care of yourself is especially important for introverts. Make sure to prioritize activities that nourish your soul, such as reading, writing, or spending time in nature. As most of you know, for me, this is going to the gym and working out. I always say it doesn't matter if I'm training my back, chest, or legs, I'm really there to work out my mind. That hour of solitude is essential for me. I also like to drive home from work with no music and just embrace the silence. Whatever it is for you, make sure that you're giving yourself the grace to engage in that activity so that you can be your best self for your friends, family, and anyone else that relies on you. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If you're an introvert, did I miss anything? Do you agree with what I had to say? Or if you're an extrovert that happened to stumble upon this video, let me know what your perspective is. What are some of the advantages and challenges of being an extrovert? Because for me, I can't really relate, so I'd like to get your input on that. But whoever you are, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. You could have been doing anything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. New videos every Sunday. I'll see you then.